We
Yes.
shall.
Last time on Out of the Abyss, you were confronted by a small gnoll army assisted by vicious demons. They attacked Stonehaven. The Stonehaven giants ushered their refugees into the valley while you defended the main area successfully, though it was quite a rough battle. But you killed them off. You collected some magical items. And we didn't go over this, but you found about... Well, I gotta do... I'm gonna consolidate this. Let me get my calculator. You found money, is what I'm trying to say.
Money.
Money.
Guys, don't forget about Streamloots. While Scarlett's calculating all that, you guys can go to streamloots.com, and I'm sure one of the mods will link it to the chat. You guys can click on that link, connect your Twitch account to it, and you guys can get card packs that you could use to our advantage to help out the party during our campaign. I believe we're starting to add stuff to hurt us as well, which I personally think is very hurtful.
I'm
I'm gonna
but
delete that
I don't have
command.
control over it.
JK.
Let's see.
I did a mod thing. I never do mod things.
Whoa. Yeah. Go to www.streamloots.com/scarlet64 for all your card redemption needs.
Thanks, Buff. Do you have any cards you want to blow?
Ooh woo.
We'll find out after the show.
Yeah, that's the.
You guys find
Different website.
700 platinum.
Whoa, platinum?
Is that already split?
No,
Okay, good.
100 platinum each.
Like, oh, we just keep going up for all of
Is there
us?
7 of us each?
For
There's
the
7.
NPCs as well?
No, there's 7 of you. Yeah.
All right, I'll just add a 1 in front of my platinum number here. Thank you.
You get 100 platinum, not a 1
Yeah.
platinum.
No, 1 in front of my existing platinum
Yeah,
number
yeah, yeah.
because I was sub
what you're saying.
100. I just
Instead of 56 platinum, you get 156. I get what you're saying.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Perfect. Okay.
She's adding a...
Oh, I still have. Am I dead still? Oh no, I'm not dead.
You are all
I was standing on a
terribly
dead
wounded.
corpse.
Yeah.
Terribly
As you
wounded.
guys are picking through the corpses, Bolda, the stone speaker, approaches you, stressed out, to see what has been happening. And she looks around and she sees the carnage. Is this all of them?
Are the people okay? We got all of them.
Welcome, Raiders! Grab a drink and get ready to party!
I gotta turn my alerts off. Dag, thank you so much for the host of 47 people. You scared the shit out of me. Thank you.
For a split second, I thought you were I was like, damn, this is a good role play.
No.
You think you saw dead bodies?
Everybody go follow Dag. Sorry, we're in the middle of an RP moment.
Yeah.
Bolda kind of looks down at you all. Everyone is safe, but they are rattled. What is happening? How did they find us here?
And Azera looks over at J-Mitch. Will, not sure. Because, you know, J-Mitch was the one that stuck their head out last, but I decided not to rat him out.
Wow. It's all
How was
James'
that?
fault.
Wait, yeah, how is it my fault? Wait, fuck you.
And Azera thinks it's J-Mitch's fault for sticking
Okay,
their head
that's
out when
fair.
we were like, not saying that it is, but Anazera thinks it is.
We saw traces of these gnolls along the way, but we never imagined they would attack Stonehaven.
Stonehaven has never been attacked in the entire time I've been here. This is a place of peace and refuge.
Yes.
Well,
Great.
thank goodness you, and she looks at all the bodies. Agreed. We need to move the bodies. And Agri comes like stumbling in. She's like, "Oh my god! All right, I'm back. Everyone's safe and oh my dear god! Ah, that's a lot of dead gnolls." Well, and she just starts getting all the bodies and like putting them under her armpits, like.
Oh,
And she's like,
clean it up.
yeah. She's like, "Well, okay, I'll be back. Your friend, you should know, he's just finished surgery." And yes. Yes, Annika had already begun before the attack happened, so but they were undisturbed. The surgery is over and he's now in recovery. It looks weird, but it's what he wanted to do, I guess. And then she takes all of the bodies and just kind of hoists them, like just like when you're trying to carry all the groceries in one trip.
Yeah. I lean over to Nicole and be like, "Gosh, it's so awkward between us now. Like, could you feel the tension there? Like, it was crazy, right?"
I could see the tension in her shoulders from carrying the bodies.
Yeah.
Talking
That was
about.
fun. But like, it was just things are gone awkward. It would never work between us, and I think she thinks that it would, and just I don't want to cause any tension. But
You fancy Agreed?
no, I think she fancies me, and so it's creating like some weird dynamics. You know what I mean? Like,
And
Cora's
Azira's
gonna-
trying to act like she's not listening, but she's definitely listening.
Cora's gonna approach Agreed.
Hi.
Oh, agreed like J-Mitch?
Which one's J-Mitch?
pretending like she
Small?
doesn't know who I am.
Beard.
The one with the small beard?
No. Beard big. Size small.
Oh, the dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a nice person.
Agreed. Like J-Mitch?
I'm going to roll to see if Agree understands.
Classic Agreed. Gosh.
Agree
Totally pretending like she has no idea what you're talking
is
about.
very sheltered.
So crazy.
She goes, like him more than I like you, or Yaslin, or...
Yes.
Oh. I guess I assumed you all were leaving soon, so I didn't really think about it.
So J-Mitch lie.
What? Do you think J-Mitch is a good person worth liking?
Character popcorn.
Hang on, she's gonna roll a check for this.
Are you gonna recommend that this very sheltered apprentice stone speaker open
Yeah.
up her heart to this bard?
I'm gonna do. Let me do a history check
Wait, what?
to recall all of the times that J-Mitch has not been an upstanding citizen.
Or has not been a gentleman.
Yeah.
So, J-Mitch, do you have a partner?
Do I have a
Got
what?
an 18.
Do you have a partner?
Yeah,
partner?
a spider.
J-Mitch
What is it's a partner?
is short beard.
Oh, you were just supposed to stop it short.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
It's gotten singed a couple of times. It's probably kind of short for a dwarf beard right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Forgive me. I've only my whole life has been about learning my duties and stuff. Is short beard a positive trait in a partner or a negative trait in a partner?
Of course, I think good.
She
But-
looks confused of how she's supposed to feel.
Mitch, have you had any more conversation with her more than like 3 words?
Dude,
4 words?
listen, I can just tell, like the way she's looking. She was totally checking me out when she was picking up those dead bodies.
She has to look down when she's picking up dead bodies.
Yeah, I think she just used that as an excuse, though.
She kind of
Um,
just.
Hold on,
What
flex for me for a
agree-
moment.
type?
She's flexing for me.
What's
right
my
now.
type?
Yes. Is short beard?
Honestly, I've only seen one other dwarf before, but he was very old. So I
Hmm.
don't know. I'd never thought about it before. I've just been so busy, working on my future.
Same. Out of character, same.
Okay, bye. And she's
Bye.
gonna come back over to join the party, and she's gonna look at J-Mitch and say, "Agreed, say dwarf, old."
Such an agreed thing to say. Classic.
And
You know
J-Mitch
what?
lie.
And Azira is kind of offended. You know what? It's not everyone can understand what it's like to date somebody who's mature. You know, that's okay. Not everyone has the maturity to date someone your age.
What do you mean my age? I'm 23.
You're younger than me?
What?
Yes.
Anazira is very confused because Anazira is
I
also
just
older.
got out of college.
I don't
Are
know
you
how
sure?
dwarven college works.
It's not a dwarven college. It's just a regular college that I,
I
went
just
to, and I happen
assumed
to
it
be
was a
dwarf.
dwarven college.
That's offensive that you thought I went to a dwarven college.
I thought you were older than me.
Why is
I mean, with the
everybody
beard
saying
and
I'm
everything,
older?
yeah.
Did the beard make me look older? It doesn't.
I mean, I prefer to date older, and I thought you were older.
Ooh.
I
I mean,
am.
I can do whatever you want.
As the words "I can be whatever you want" leave your lips, Agri walks by to collect more bodies, and she makes awkward eye contact with you, locks, and then breaks away and just hurries up. And Bold is watching this, like
Just like look over Nicole. It's so obvious.
Bolda leans down. My daughter has a lot of responsibilities.
Okay.
As she leans down, though, she kind of like stops. Which one of you would have been carrying the Stone Speaker's crystal that you got?
Cora?
Was that an episode that I missed?
Who?
Me.
Would it be Cora? That
If
would
it
be
was
Cora
carrying
crystal,
probably-
it's probably
shiny-
It's a
Cora.
crystal. It's
Yeah.
probably
It's
It was
either there or it's in a bag of holding that we gave to Shiny. For
Say
their
again.
hoard.
It was a long crystal that the last Stone Speaker gave to you to take
I
to
have that.
Graven Hall. You have
I
it?
have that. Yep.
So Bolda kind of like slowly looks at you. You are in possession of a Stone Speaker's crystal.
Yes. Was gift for Cora gift.
Do you know what a Stone Speaker crystal does?
Yes. Let me just look at my notes.
Cora pulls out a long sword that like goes across the cavern.
She might, but I don't.
So I forgot to create the item of a Stone Speaker crystal, and I'm going to drop it into your inventory because I made it last week. The Stone Speaker crystal is a magical focus. You have an advantage on intelligence checks when you have it on your person. And if you use its command word, you can cast Speak with Animals, Speak with Dead, or Speak with Plants. You can also cast divination spells without using their material components.
Oh, this could be very handy.
Kothar's head just perks up a little bit when he hears that.
Are you a diviner, young one?
No.
He sounded so offended.
Well, because okay, I don't know if I ever told you that like I base Cora's voice and some of her mannerisms off of my my 3-year-old nephew,
Mm-hmm.
and he started getting into the habit where now I'll ask, and even if it's just like a reasonable, like I don't know, like I was like, oh hey buddy, like did you enjoy like are you enjoying like carving pumpkins? He was just like, what? No. Anyways.
Sounds like someone I know who's much older than that. And hello.
Hey,
Hey.
Hi.
Okay, I have a quick hype train that I need to take care of. I'll be right back.
Okay, go enjoy your hype train.
Hi.
Hype, hype, hype. Oh,
Hype
to
house
be so
train.
popular.
I love that they uncapped those. Like that was such a great thing.
Baller
I mean,
move.
not like I've ever actually broken the original cap, but like the idea that I could maybe one day. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
It's also a bit confusing that sometimes they have hype trains now and sometimes they have boost hype trains. Like,
The
why do some
boosts are
people get that?
different.
and others
Different.
don't? Yeah.
I have had a couple of those originally when they first launched. I did not see any reasonable, sustainably
Like, it didn't make a
return
difference.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would have
Interesting.
like maybe a boost of viewers for like a minute, and nobody followed, nobody came in, nobody stayed.
Yeah.
They were junk. So I told my chat to stop wasting their channel points on them if they popped up.
Damn. True though.
Why waste your channel points on that when
Dag.
they can get ASMR?
Dag, the unmod someone is for like 2 minutes. I would save it for like when we're doing like a DJ stream and not playing D&D. All right. Well, you have this magical magical crystal, and it's sent Cora into a hype train. So while that's happening,
Whoa.
y'all heard that Sereth is now recovering, and you might want to go pay him a visit.
Yaslin definitely will.
Yaslin, you approach the medical ward and you see Annika standing over his bed, and Sereth is kind of laying there. He's got a blindfold over his eyes as he heals, and he seems to be sleeping. And Annika sees you. Oh, there you are. So glad to see you. You know, I was thinking about you while I was working, and I wanted to give you a present.
Well, that's very nice. Before we go into the present, how's he doing?
Oh, he's recovering. He took very well. He only squirmed a little bit, but he toughed it out.
Sounds very in character for him.
Here, I'll post his show the player. Wait, can I not show the player?
I'm still getting into Boundary, sorry.
Oh, you can't even see it. All right.
Yeah, I'm just logging in now, sorry.
Excellent.
This art is so good, by the way. Like every time you keep pulling them up, I'm like, ugh, I love your art.
It's
His-
Pong.
That eye, that's the fake eye you guys gave him. The magical one.
Oh yeah.
Aw.
Cheek. Very
And he looks like he's got a bit of a zombie brain thing happening on the top.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
the scars from all the crap that happened to him. Remember, he lost one arm and both his legs.
That's
I'm in now.
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
forgot about that.
Conveniently forget.
Yeah.
We've been roughing our NPCs up.
Yeah, he's done that.
Yeah. Annika's like, well, I didn't have any prosthetic limbs, but I know Blingden Stone. You could definitely find an artificer who would be able to take care of that for you. So I would recommend that. Or he's going to be disabled for the rest of his life.
We'll definitely be trying to help him as much as possible.
Yes, I think you should. He is wearing a pendant of Illustrie. I think that's
Correct.
very interesting.
He was given it by another priestess of Illustrie in our journeys.
Is he a follower?
He is leaning towards that path.
Well, we are happy to have him. And here, and she presses a small stone, a white blue stone, into your hand. This is
This
an astral shard. It should help you.
astral shard, what does it do?
Well, if you hold on to it and channel your magic.
I make that face so much. Sorry.
How's your hype train?
I'm sorry, I thought I was muted.
If you hold on to this shard while empowering your spells with meta magic, you can teleport up to 30 feet to a place that you
Ooh.
can see.
That could be very helpful to the party.
Yes, it'll keep you safe from danger.
And I'll be able to help others get out of danger as well.
Yes. Well, you can't teleport someone else, but you can.
I know,
go
but I
to
can be
them.
more helpful to them,
Absolutely.
is what I'm saying.
And she smiles warmly at you as she pushes it into your hand.
I
But-
graciously accept.
I would get this one to Blingdenstone as quickly as possible. His wounds are a bit fetid, and while I closed them the best I could, if you want to attach any kind of prosthetics, you need to do it sooner rather than later.
Do you happen to have any spare clothes I could wear as well?
Oh, yes. And she goes over to her chest of drawers and pulls out a sheer white gown, like a little dress. It's straps and kind of goes all the way to the floor. It's kind of see-through, so you can see kind of the outline of your form, but not completely see-through. And it just kind of has a long train to the floor, and it's just very flowy. It's white and lacy.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate everything you've done. Is there any way I can repay you at all?
You defeated the Knolls, didn't you? Consider
Yeah.
that payment enough. You kept our haven safe.
It was the least we could do.
May Alistria guide your path and your path to the surface.
And may she help you in your times in this dark area.
Thank you. And then she goes back. Zareth will be done, ready to travel by the morning, so please get some rest. And you all may take a long rest.
Thank the Lord, Israel.
Long rest.
Oh my god, I was missing so many spell slots, and I'm at 17 out of 68 health points.
Damn.
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 Wait, you have 68 health points. I have 67 health points. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we just fixed it.
I have
too bad
far
neither
less.
of us are at the 69 point.
I know, right?
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
we don't spend our long rest. Maybe we can. Just kidding.
As you guys are resting, Basidia communes with all of you and informs you that he thinks he wants to keep the Myconids there for now. The place is very peaceful and lush and quite suited for their environment. So,
Do you mean Stool as well? And the other one?
Rumpadump?
Rumbadump, yes.
Well, Basidia says, I think it would be safer if they stayed here. I haven't mentioned it to them yet because I feel like they won't listen to me. But if you want them to stay here, it best come from you.
What does the rest of the party think about this?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they should be there when we get Hemlock back.
Are you not headed towards the surface? Myconids cannot live on the surface.
I would say it would be best for them to stay with the rest of the Myconids.
They want to stay?
I mean,
I
wouldn't
do
it be
think we
like
should
plucking
ask.
flowers just because we think they're beautiful to take them with us? They would just wilt and die.
Very wise, Dragonborn.
Hmm.
They would want to go with you. They are young and adventurous and quite attached. But they will lack the support from their own kind. They cannot follow you to the surface. But once you finish your dealings, should you ever return, they will be here, safe, and surrounded by family.
Family.
We've,
Good.
I think
Yeah.
we've spent far too long carrying children along with us on our dangerous endeavors.
Children should be with family and where children cannot get hurt.
Yes, safe.
Should we consider Topsy and Turvy as well?
Are they not from Blingdenstone?
I believe that's what they
Oh,
said.
never mind. What did I ask?
I believe in the end we should encourage them to stay with the Myconids, but in the end we should honor their request if they want to stay with us.
They've
The-
definitely been through enough to
Myconids.
be wise enough to make their own decision. But we should definitely encourage them to stay where they belong. But the venture is great. They might still choose otherwise.
What does the party want?
What does the DM want?
No, I'm
List,
I'm-
list.
J-Mitch is conflicted because J-Mitch feels that if we go back to save Hemlock, then Hemlock's gonna be mad that we didn't watch over Stool. and
Wouldn't
the rest of the
Hemlock-
Myconids.
Wouldn't Hemlock be very grateful that we took action to protect them and keep them safe and not continue to put them in danger?
That's where that's the battle that's going on in J-Mitch's mind right now.
The only thing from a player perspective is that sometimes it's very useful to have the spores, but otherwise, from like a
Yeah.
that's the only sort of
Spores are very helpful.
yeah.
Well,
You
At least I
can
see it
choose.
coming now.
You can choose to keep one, leave the other.
No,
No.
don't want to split them up. They're
Separate 'em.
besties.
Yeah, I
Do
feel it'd
you
be...
guys have a plan for once you are going to leave for the surface? Where are you going to bring them?
I
There's
sort of
no
thought we
plan.
were going to leave them in Neverlight Grove, but
That's what I
obviously that
thought
didn't
too.
happen.
just thought we were gonna sort of sprinkle them with fairy
And what
dust
about
and they would live.
Sereth?
I-
How
I
does
thought we were
Sereth
gonna go
feel
get
about
milk
it?
and not come home.
Sereth is really
Yeah,
attached
Sereth
to
would-
Stool.
Mm.
Seraph would definitely want to ask
Sereth
about
would
it.
want Stool to be safe.
Would Sereth decide to stay with Stool?
I guess
Sereth-
Sereth could stay here. He doesn't have to
Sereth
go
needs-
with you.
No, Stareth's
Oh.
going with us to get the arms and legs that he
Yeah.
needs.
But he could possibly return if he wants
Right.
You could bring him all with you to Blingdenstone, and then when he gets his little thing, you can have him sent back to Stonehaven or
I do feel like if he is walking towards the path of Illustrate, he'll probably want to see the surface part.
oh.
J-Mitch kind
Flojo
of
Lee played this card, and Azira.
Azira, you just got some bottled lightning.
Ooh.
What happened? I can't get in the freaking game.
J-Mitch kind of looks around at everybody and just goes,
Stuff.
I think it's time to let the children have their peace. They said that Stonehaven has never been attacked before. I believe that it'll continue that way.
And the only reason why I think it was attacked was because of us as well. So it's probably better without them than with us.
Don't know if that's true, but certainly has some merit to it.
we tell
Critter
them
Misfit played this card.
now,
Critter played. Everyone hydrate.
Beer
or
count.
do we wait?
James just goes over to both of them. We're leaving you, and then walks away.
Wow.
What?
Wait, where are they right now?
They're frolicking around a hill, knoll. A Knoll, not a Gnoll.
ENOLL.
Yeah.
They're just frolicking around the corpses.
Yeah.
There might be the
dead
corpses
bodies.
there.
Hey.
They're
Frolicking
digging,
I mean,
around
they're
the
they're
pile of
digging
dead
their
souls.
feet into the corpses and
Critter
sucking it all
Misfit
out.
played this
Yeah, I was
card.
gonna say they're
Life
fungus.
in.
They can eat the
Yeah.
corpses. Like
Elephane, you just got a scale of readiness, which means that when you roll initiative, you can add a 1d6 to it.
Hell
yeah.
yeah, bro.
Definitely needed by
Thank you.
Cora. She
Yep,
always rolls really low
Absolutely.
initiatives.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
What's it called? Oh, 1d6.
Yes.
What do you say?
You could add that, yeah, like make an item in your inventory just to help you remember. I'm actually going to make little items that are reflections of the cards just so I can click and drag it onto your inventory. I just forgot to do that.
I do believe that if we break the news to them, it should be either all of us or one of us. I think if we do it halfway, then
Then
might
if you'll
miss.
trust me to do it.
I think you're the perfect person to do this, Nicole. I don't think anybody could do it better.
You see the two Myconids in the distance doing like little barrel rolls. Like they're like laying on their sides and just down the hill and then getting up and running back to the top and then
they're probably all covered in like moss or grass or something like that. But they kind of like digest it at the same time.
they're not digesting it. They're just like, yeah, they're just having fun in this beautiful, beautiful place. Oh, I should put that map on.
Yes.
Are we leaving now?
No, this is like during your long rest.
Okay. Then I will sleep with
Since
one.
this is a long rest, how do you actually set something to attuned? Because I think that I would attune to that item.
I
the
think that you
battle
just have
shard.
to
Just up to you.
yeah, I think it just tells you which ones are tunable and what are not. I don't know if there's like a toggle or anything.
Okay,
Maybe
but I
there
can at least hit
is?
equip.
Well,
So,
there is
good
one,
whip.
but it doesn't visually mark it. Under magic
Yeah, I don't
item.
know how to. I know that it will be a marker if it. Well, actually, let me try something. Magic item. Okay, so when you go to edit, you go to the magic item table, and there is an attuned check.
Mm, magic.
Can you tell me what the stone seeker crystal does?
It's in your inventory.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I think
And who was it that was asking Cora those questions? Was it
that was a
Bolda?
Bolda. Yeah. Is it in your? Yeah, Stone Speaker Crystal. It's in your consumables. I don't know why it's a consumable, but it's.
okay? Thank you. Where is Bolda?
She would be kind of just tending to she'd just be in various places throughout the haven taking care of business, but it would be very easy to flag her down and approach her.
Okay.
Are we still supposed to be on the map with the giants and gnolls?
I'm moving you. Why can't I activate?
Okay, I just wasn't sure if I was connected or not because
There we
internet.
go. There we go. Stonehaven. So pretty.
Isn't it?
Stunning.
You are muted.
Me?
Elephane.
Ellie.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
I'm just
probably
reading.
working.
I'm just reading my stone crystal.
Okay, okay.
So we're still talking about the kids?
I mean, yeah, have you made your decision?
I say yeet them. We're not daycare.
That was a heartless thing to say about Stu and Rumpidum.
It's definitely
think-
not safe for them. I'm just being a realist.
I think that if
Yes.
we,
Yes, I'm hard.
I think that we should leave them, and Nicole, I think you should be the one to talk to them, like you said.
We'll talk to them before we leave.
You all spend time, you eat your supper, you drink your horrific alcohol,
Yeah.
and the stone giants that work there load up a little cart with that will be carried or pulled by a single cave badger. They give you enough supplies to make it to Blingden Stone. A little space for Sereth to hang out in the back. He doesn't take much space because he only has one arm and no legs.
Plus, we've got a bag of holding.
Oh no.
Can't breathe in there.
I don't think you meant to imply that we put him in the bag of holding, but that's
No,
what
that
it
was
sounded
totally what
like.
she was
No.
implying. Totally.
Not what I meant, but as soon as I said it, I was like, yes.
David just goes
in
to
there.
Anazir. No, he can't breathe. Anazir, he can't breathe in there. You have to take
What
it
if we
out.
put air in there too? It can hold as much air as
No,
we want
it's-
it to, right?
It's an
No,
infinite
it's-
space
it's-
in there. It's not how it works.
It's a finite space. There are rules around the bag of holding.
And
You're-
including living
You're
things.
basically putting items in a different dimension, and then summoning
Who's to
them
say there's
upon
not air
thought.
unless we send someone there to find out?
Who's to
And there's
say?
a
a finite
people-
amount of air.
That's-
Ezra.
Are you
People
willing
who
to
have
be the
It's
one
in
to
the
go
item
find it?
description.
The people who have tried to retrieve the bodies that they put in there before and found that they suffocated.
Did you guys know
Those
that?
people.
Really?
Did you guys know that
Yes.
there's like a boogeyman that haunts bags of holding?
For real?
And every time you
Yes.
open it, there is a small chance that it will grab you and pull you in and take you to its realm of
Scary.
lost things.
No.
Yeah.
You mean like the Goblin King?
There's
Take
so
me to
many.
No, it's hold on. Let
there's-
me look it up.
There's so
Um,
many
Scarlet,
fun things
I
you can do
can't-
with bags of holding.
Are you guys do you have a black screen or can you guys see?
We can see.
I
can
can
see.
see.
Yeah, we
I
can-
Oh,
Before
you
not
know
get moved?
what? Let me put you on the screen. It's called the Bagman. And they say that if you say the Bagman's name when you're looking into a bag of holding, you might accidentally call him.
What's his
Oh
name?
my god, wait. Okay, so you know how
Right.
you've been singing the Nightman? Or sorry, the Dayman?
Dayman.
Okay, but can the bag of
Oh.
holding have the Nightman in it?
Bagman.
The night,
What?
sure, but it's
Nightman.
scary, guys. The
Yeah, the
Bagman.
Nightman is scary.
I'm gonna find a picture of it for you guys.
Yeah,
This
it's-
is
that's a pretty
official.
creepy thing.
This is official.
This is Scarlet warning us that she's rolling behind the scenes every time we open it.
This is. I didn't make this up. This is part of the lore, guys.
No, it's real. No, I agree.
Hold
There's so many
on.
fun things you can do with bags of holding. like you
Images.
can-
Okay, I just posted it in images. That is the Bagman. He's
Oh,
like
gosh.
someone who got lost, like a lost soul that got into a
Yeah.
bag of holding. And every time you open up your bag of holding, that thing might reach
Oh.
out and pull you in.
What a fun
Oh,
little
no,
creepy
don't
Nope,
be-
thing.
critter.
You said
Bagman.
we said no one could survive in
The
there.
Bagman art is in Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft.
Daddy.
Someone also said that you could just put the bag of holding in your portable hole.
That's hot.
What he looks like.
He looks really scary.
Wait. Remember what Momo had in your guys' campaign? Imagine if that just came crawling out.
No. Oh god, that's so cursed.
Mhm.
Don't do that. It'll create a terror reality. All right, you all rest. You drink.
Kothar is going
Go ahead.
to approach Cora during the rest, and he's going to ask, Cora, can I borrow that crystal for a moment?
Why?
I want to ensure our path to Lindenstone is going to be safe.
But Stone Speaker give to Cora.
Yes, that's why I'm asking to borrow it.
Cora looks around. Is anyone else like paying attention?
Nicole's gonna come up and just be like, "Don't you have the material components for it?"
Kothar kind of laughs. He says, no, I didn't exactly expect to be using divination magic too much. We've needed the money for other things.
Mm,
We don't know what how this would react with you. I'm sorry.
What if Kothar break shiny crystal?
The attitude, you sound like a 3-year-old nephew.
Cora.
She's growing up so fast.
Kothar is gonna like take around. He's gonna take off the amulet of health around that it still has like the picture of Ront and Cora on it, and he's gonna like put it in his palm and show Cora, and he's going to say, "Do you remember when you gave me this?
Yes.
Does this look broken to you?" And he's gonna like turn it over and show her.
She's gonna inspect it. I'm not gonna roll for it, but she looks at it really, like very intently.
No.
That's because I take care of the gifts that everybody gives to me. They're very special to me, you see. And he puts the amulet of health back on. And he's gonna say, and the crystal would be no exception.
Roll persuasion with advantage, please.
I forgot the word, and I was like, oh god.
Persuasion?
Oh, nice.
Okay, she reluctantly, she looks at the crystal, and she looks at Nicole. Is that an actual? Is Nicole head shaking? Oh, shit.
Wait.
Can I roll wisdom or insight?
What would Cora do?
Maybe
can
Nicole
roll
should
insight.
roll persuasion.
Oh yeah, as well, with advantage.
Okay.
Cora really respects Nicole and looks to him a lot for guidance. Oh,
Rolled an 8
God.
and I got a 17.
I know, you have so
Yeah.
much charisma.
I
It's
know.
those dimples.
Cora is conflicted. She's going to reach out. She's going to take it and reach out her hand and like pointing at Kothar, but then she's going to close her eyes and she's just going to hold.
Nicole will respect her decision whether to give it or not, so he's just worried.
Othar's very confused at why she's closing her eyes. So he's just gonna take it.
And he can interpret that as like she loves shinies so much she doesn't even see you take it from her.
That's so cute.
Just Cora.
He'll take it and he'll say, "Thank you, Cora. I promise I'll keep it safe.
Promise.
I promise."
Okay. When Kothar walks away, Cora's gonna ask Nicole,
Why,
like in a low voice,
why say no?
He is a son of Grazd.
Yes.
Last time, not Grazd, but another demon prince corrupted the Stonespeaker stones and caused the two heads. I don't know if anything will happen if he uses it. I'm not worried because it's Kothar. I'm worried because he may be a conduit for Grazd.
Corrupt stone speaker, two heads say, mean Demogorgon?
Yes.
You feel kind of creeped out that's like she just said Voldemort. Like, ugh.
I'm just worried. It's not that I don't trust him. And it's not that I don't want him to use it. I'm just uncertain of if it will cause anything. Though, given that he is a cleric, he would be the most suited for it.
If if it's danger, Cora and Nicole take back Shiny. Deal?
Gonna like pat her on the head. Yeah, we'll do it together.
Yes.
In the other room, Kothar throws it against the ground and stop. No, I'm kidding. I guess while that's happening, Kothar's going to use the crystal as a foci, and he's going to kind of close his eyes, and he's going to channel the divination magic within him, and he's going to ritual cast divination.
Gotcha. Will you link it? Because I can't remember what to do with this.
Yeah.
Okay. An incense and a sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion, together worth at least 25 gold points. Yeah, that's cool. So you don't have to sacrifice something. That would be kind of scary. Okay. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The GM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. It doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or loss or gain of a companion. If you cast a spell 2 or more times before finishing your next long rest, the cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading, and the GM rolls it in secret. Okay. Go ahead and ask your question.
He's going to concentrate as the divination magic runs through him, and he's going to say, Tamara, please, offer me your wisdom and your guidance. Is the path to Blindenstone safe?
You feel like, as you ask that question, you're not really getting a clear response. You feel like you're asking the wrong question.
In what way?
You have to ask a specific goal, event, or activity. Asking if something is safe is a bit too vague.
Is it... Okay, he's gonna stop and rethink his question. And he's going to rephrase his question. He's going to ask, is the path... How do I want to word this? Is
Like
it
a genie
safe?
curse.
Is it safe to travel to Blindenstone now?
Should you travel to Blingdenstone now?
Yeah.
Now I have to think about how I'm going to answer this.
Mm-hmm.
You suddenly get a vision. In this vision, you are walking along a narrow path. The path is cut out with an endless pit on either side. And the path ahead looks like daylight.
Critter Misfit played this card, Kothar.
And the path behind you looks like darkness. You feel like you are heading towards Blingdenstone as you walk down this path and then eventually the surface. Though as you look behind you, the path behind you starts to crumble and starts to collapse. And it's getting closer to you, and you feel the urge to start picking up the pace along the path.
traveling towards the daylight, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
And the path from the darkness is crumbling, and it forces you to pick up the pace and head. And as you are hurrying, you notice that stalagmites, tights, are falling from the ceiling, sometimes hitting the path in front of you, creating danger, but the danger behind you of the path falling is much more urgent and much more imminent.
Okay.
So do with that what you will. And you also get
Kothar.
bottled lightning. Kothar.
Thank you. Thank you, Stone Speaker's Crystal, for giving me bottled lightning and that vision. Kothar definitely like comes out of the vision, and he's a little disturbed by what he's seen. And afterwards, he's going to go back, and he's gonna find Cora again. And would you say this is when Nicole and Cora are still together, or have you guys separated by now?
I'd say you did that privately.
I think we've
Okay.
split, but
Yeah.
We probably split, yeah.
So Kothar approaches Cora with the crystal in hand, and he's going to offer it back, and he's going to say, "See? I told you I'd keep it safe."
Thank you, Kothar.
Kothar nods.
And she'd like to inspect the crystal.
He gives it to her.
Yeah, when she takes it back, she wants to inspect it.
It's a long... It looks like a long quartz. Like a clear quartz. In the shape of an adult toy.
Do you want me to... She's trying to find out if it has been... If the properties of it have been changed in the way that, like, either... I don't know. Basically, I'm trying to find out what kind of check you'd like me to make, either investigation or
I would say
like
Arcana.
wisdom, Arcana.
Arcana.
Okay.
What are you trying to find out? If anything about it changed?
So Nicole had shared some concerns with Cora,
Right.
just regarding previous stone seekers and like their sort of rituals and things like that, and that, you know, given that Kothar is like the son of a demon lord prince, just like him interacting with the crystal in this way, if it's been changed or like altered, destroyed.
It looks the same as when you handled it, and as far as any kind of magical radiation, you are unable to, you are not blessed with the expertise of such item to know whether or not it had any kind of effect.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 10 on that Arcana. Cora's gonna bring it back over to Nicole and take it out and say, "See, same."
That's good. I'm sorry. I am getting more and more paranoid. as we deal
Nicole,
with
no
them.
worry. And then she's gonna try to pat him on his head.
He's gonna like duck down and let her do it.
Yeah.
As you duck down, you feel the two myconids hop on your back and start pushing you, urging you towards the pool. They want you to throw them in.
Oh no. Okay. Nicole's just gonna stumble like carefully, trying to keep them from falling, and walk towards the pool, and I guess be their diving board.
They just want you to just like toss them in so that they can
Okay.
come out.
I guess Nicole's just gonna do that.
They don't even use their spores to communicate. They're just
Yeah, they're just hopping on him, and he's just like, okay, this way. They nod, and he's just going to like.
they lean. That's what Leo does when he wants to go somewhere. He
like,
goes.
okay. He holds them out over, he holds them out over the water, and it's just like, in. And he throws them in.
They
And
do
they
this
swim?
with you all night.
Okay, sure.
You have become servant of the dive.
Yes.
Is there anything else anyone else would like to do before we end this rest and then push forward?
Towards the end of the rest, Nicole is going to talk to Rumpadump and Stool about staying.
After a lot of fun,
Aw.
you're gonna kneel down and gesture for them to use their spores. And they are like, again, I love the water. This is so fun.
Well, that's good, because we're going to leave for Blending Stone soon, in a couple of hours.
Already?
But you're going to stay, both
Well-
of you.
What?
You two should stay with Pisidia and the Myconids.
What? Am I not exploring enough for you?
Where we're going, it's not safe.
But we faced off against a two-headed demon and a fungus demon and a gnoll demon, and I didn't get hurt once.
Let's be clear. We ran from a two-headed demon. We ran from a fungus demon. And we ran from a gnoll demon. And we'll come back to visit. Look, I'll make you a promise. We're doing this so that you can stay safe. And this is your family. The Myconids can look after you all better than we can.
Make a persuasion.
I'm going to make a persuasion and charm them with diplomat.
What is
That's fine.
diplomat?
Wait, that's a thing you can do?
Mind control.
It's the feat that you let me take.
I forgot.
Let me pull it up.
Wait, I want that. Wait, what? That's cool.
Where is it?
I'm out of water.
It just disappeared? I swear. Oh, here it is. I copied it out. But this is why I wanted them to tell them like right before we left.
That's super cool. I like that.
Their little hearts are going to be broken. Do Myconids have hearts?
I mean, they have personality, I assume so.
I bet if palm trees have hearts, which are delicious, by the way, Myconids probably do too.
Basidia gives you the side eye.
It's delicious. What can I say? I'm a heart eater.
Persuasion, normal.
Heart the jokes have hearts too. Also delicious.
Okay, how does it work? The feat.
So I can charm them, meaning I can sway them to me, or I can. You can interpret how you want the charm to work, because the charm actually means that I can request them to do something while they're within a vicinity of me.
Okay, let me. If you spend a minute talking to someone who can understand what you say, make a charisma checked by their wisdom. Oh, I have to do a wisdom check. If you or your companion are fighting the creature, they are charmed. Oh, when they're charmed, don't they just have to do exactly what you say, other than like self-harm?
Yes. So it wouldn't automatically fail. So insight.
Okay. Insight. Little Stool listens to your voice. Basidia wants us to stay.
We want you to stay as well.
You're coming back?
We'll come back and see you when we can. Or at least I will.
Little Stool doesn't want to say anything, but he just kind of sits down and then just kind of dips his little feet in the in the pool, his little smiley face is starting to like drizzle down. It
Oh,
makes like a
no.
little sad frowny.
Creepy smiley. No.
Like it's like the
Like a
eyes,
ghostly
the
little
eyes look
wiggles.
like little tears. And it just sits there quietly as you feel the spores kind of just wear off. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I don't know if we have to really roleplay it, but I think at least Yasmin would want to say goodbye to the kids before she left.
Yeah, you all will say goodbye to him.
Anazir definitely gives one of them one of her knives so that they can like be like, and you're tough shit and you know it and I've seen it. You protect your friends until we can come visit. And I give them one of my like throwing knives.
I don't have arms, but put it on my head.
I like embed the handle into the cap.
Oh no. That sounds
Slowly,
painful.
carefully, as he's like gripping it with his. I
Wait,
don't know.
where did you put? You stabbed him?
No. The point is up. He said, squeeze it, like squish it in. You said
Just
it,
give
so
him
it's like
blunt
it's
force
like
trauma
the
to the
cap
head.
has
It
been
wasn't a
inverted,
just
stab.
so it
directly
cups
to
the
the head.
handle.
It's fine.
Oh, that's wild. Oh man, it's like that. Like the baby has like a soft spot at the top of their head.
Oh,
just pushing it.
better. I have a better
no.
idea.
No,
Imagine one of them have like a little like cut into the circumference of their cap, and so I like slide it in sideways, so it's like that little sliver is holding it.
It doesn't have that, but you can imagine.
Whatever. I gave them a knife. They can figure out how to use it.
Okay, they're just like they have no arms, so they're like.
Nicole is going to give the pair actually his emblem, his
Oh.
Samara emblem.
Oh. Okay. You put it around his little neck.
He puts it around Stool's little neck because he's still got like a body shape. But just no
Yeah,
arm.
yeah, you could.
So like he like fastens it a little bit and.
I'll show you all what stool. Those of you, if you forgot what stool looks like. Da-da-da-da. I didn't draw the face on it, but
Buff, that gif is making me laugh so hard.
That's exactly what you did, you monster.
Cora's gonna approach them both and wrap her blanket around them.
Blanket?
The Ferris blankie.
Yeah. And she's gonna like you know when you were a kid and like you got out of the bath or like the shower and like your parents would like hug you with a towel.
I do that.
Or like
with
you got out of
Leo
the
right
pool
now,
or
yeah.
something.
And he,
Yeah.
he's
Me
too
and my
big
brother
for him.
definitely like pretended we were pterodactyls with those towels. And it
Different
probably was like an
vibes.
hour of chase time of us running nude around the house with towels after bath time every day. Yeah.
Okay, so Cora is gonna like wrap them in her blanket and give them a big hug.
Mm. You see the little blue ink.
J-Mitch is going to walk up to them next, and he's going to take out a bit of a spice kit, and he's going to season them with lemon pepper. He's going to say,
Are we gonna eat them?
stay safe.
Why did you make me more delicious?
Because that's a safety spice.
Oh.
This spice is the first spice I used for your guys' meal. I realized that you couldn't eat it, but memories, I guess. Anyway,
They feel very unsettled because now they think that you're seasoning them to be eaten.
And Azura licks their lips. And then just smiles.
Just
Since day one, Anazira has been trying to eat stool.
They are children. Stop.
just make sure you stay safe for when Hemlock comes back.
Hopefully nothing comes back to kill us. It's fine. Agri will
Jamich walks
protect
away.
me.
Jamich walks away.
Oh no, he's moody.
All right, we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break. We have like an hour left, so I'm gonna try to get us as far as we can, and get some water, as you guys have, for the first time, reduced your party size.
I too.
Who we're bringing back? Oh no.
On purpose.
I know.
I know, but on purpose.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is unheard of.
Awesome. All right, I'll be right back.
Now we have to add 5 to compensate.
No.
No, I'm
Oh,
trying
no.
to clean this up, man. All right. be right
Clean
back,
house.
guys.
She did try to kill me last week.
She tried to kill all
of us.
Yes. She doesn't love us anymore. You know what time it is, guys? You know what time it is now?
Hopefully it's not time to nap, because I feel like
It's riot time. It's riot time. It's time for riots. Riots all
I need
around
to
for
make a
everybody.
command for that, just for you.
It's riot time. Oh no. I think that worked. Okay.
I will do something right now. That you may not know about till later. Adrian.
Me? Is it Pokemon related?
No,
Oh.
I just did something in my chat.
Oh, wait.
You won't see it. Unless you type something.
Meow. I spelled that wrong.
And yes, the new Pokemon comes out soon.
Yeah, someone gifted me a copy of Violet. So I guess apparently I will be playing the new one, which makes me all the more anxious about finishing this one. But I'm already on the like Champion League part of that, so I guess that will be a thing.
Those
So-
Pokemon that I gave you the codes to, they
They
would make
work.
the game extremely easy if you use them, because they're literally
They're-
mythical Pokemon. So
Well, and they started at level 60. Like I got them and I was like, oh, these are fucking level 60. The question
Yeah.
I have is how do you transfer again to like between games like Pokemon Home?
There's-
It was what it was called?
there's 2 ways you can trade between traders. Well, actually, technically 3 ways. There's 2 different ways to trade between traders. So you can do a
Mhm.
random trade where you trade your Pokemon for a random other Pokemon. You can do a specific trade, which you have to actually go into the Y menu and usually turn on the internet if you use the internet, of course. And then you use a code and you can select which Pokemon to trade for which Pokemon. Always make sure you got the right person back, because I tried to trade someone the other day and
Yeah.
they got the wrong person to start off with. And then the third way is with Pokemon Home. So you'll actually be able to move stuff in the new game when Pokemon Home compatibility is added. In the previous 2 games,
It took a couple months
yeah, I think on purpose.
because
It's
they
like
want people to
with-
enjoy the game as it's designed first.
Yeah. So we've
I'm looking at Pokemon Home too, and it looks like 6,000 Pokemon can be deposited. So is it like just like an online cloud bank of all your Pokemon like boxes, except for across games?
So the amount you can have deposited is 30 unless you pay for it monthly. There are
So-
features you can do on the phone and
Mm.
on Switch, but it's 30
Mm.
without paying,
Mm.
which it's a subscription model, I believe.
I mean, you could just do 30 rotating all the time, right?
Correct.
It just takes longer to
And-
move them.
Correct. It has compatibility with.
Ellie, you're making me hungry.
I don't know if she can hear us.
She's not deaf, and she can hear us. She is muted talking to chat. And now I
Right.
want to go microwave. How much time did she say we had? And how long
5
ago?
minutes. Not much
Those
time
bur-
left.
Those burritos only take 2 minutes in the microwave, but I see her on the corner of her screen already popping back in. Nobody else is back yet. It's too. Well, no. How long ago did I hit Riot? I don't know when we started this. I've been talking too long.
In my stream, it was 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't have time. All right. I'll just eat a burrito after we're done because we have an hour left. Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, I don't have enough time. I'll do a burrito back when we're done.
Do you have
But yes.
internet issues?
Am I having internet issues?
It shows you going live again.
Yeah.
in
I
Discord.
had a internet issue. It makes me pretty mad.
I understand
My-
that. believe me.
Another spike. They said that they had probably fixed it, but I haven't been able to test it since they came by to be sure.
So one thing I will say is this is definitely going to be the last stream from this location for me. So the background's going to be all different next time.
Oh, that's
So,
exciting.
and that's why I was late, because I had to be on a phone call. I was on the phone for an hour and 50 minutes. Not going to say why, but
Well, you said it was related to
But
the
it was-
move.
yeah, it was important. It was urgent. So
Hmm.
that's all I'll say, because I don't want to go into bad details.
Okay.
That's okay. It was urgent and you handled it. That's all that matters.
I
Mm.
am so sniffly. Leo got me sick.
Have you had a hot toddy yet?
What's a hot todda?
Hot toddy is when you take, it's kind of like a hot lemon ginger tea, but you add whiskey to it.
Oh no, I'm not drinking.
Hmm.
I need to.
Coffee's so good though.
I need to cut back on the alcohol so I can get rid
Yeah.
of my love handles.
Well, you could always do a hot toddy with something that's lighter in the, like, not whiskey or hella sugar base. You could do something that's got, like, they have, like, tequila ones.
I'm just trying to. I think
In
that
general.
I drink almost every single night, and I needed to take a little break from it.
Well, you could just do a hot tea then.
Yeah,
Hot ginger honey lemon tea.
I
Yummy.
should have made
ginger,
a tea, but
honey.
I didn't do it.
I have some really good tea I could recommend you if you want later. You can get them at the Fry's. They're really cheap, but it's like a citrusy, cinnamony, like sweet and spicy, but it's not like spicy. It's
oh,
good.
I know what you mean. That sounds delicious.
It's good. I have actually a ton of boxes. Maybe I should just like pop over sometime and just drop off some boxes because I haven't.
Have you
come
met
Sounds
over in
like
a
great.
minute.
Have you met Leo yet?
I met Leo right after he was born. I came over and we did brunch
That's
like
right.
last fall.
Yeah, he's a whole different person now.
He's a whole
Well, and I've got
person.
my other motorcycle working, so I need an excuse to go riding because I just did an oil change
And
on
it's
it.
really
and
nice out. Yeah, you should come
Yeah.
visit. We could do like something artsy.
Now you got my attention. All right. Well, maybe
Yeah.
Thanksgiving weekend. Are you gonna be in town Thanksgiving weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Maybe like that Saturday day morning or something. I don't know.
I'll see. Saturdays are usually. Oh wait, in the morning though is probably fine. Yeah, so I'm awake from 5 in the morning. On, so I'm available to do anything.
I know the feels. Kitty comes in and wakes me up at sunrise every morning. I come in. She hasn't been sleeping with me lately, but she does come in like first thing in the morning and puts her cold beans on my face. She's like, "Hello, mother. Snuggle time." I'm like, okay, well at least it's snuggle time instead of playtime. But
I
it's
just got
cold.
back to you just say beans on my face.
Kitty
I think beans in this aspect means the bottom of the paws. Does
Yes,
it,
the
Kat?
little
Taking
kitty
out the
paw beans.
context.
Toe
Toe
beans, toe beans, toe
Toe
beans,
beans.
toe beans.
I love the fact that she's got all sorts of different colored toe beans too.
Aww.
I'm sorry, did
She's
you
got-
just sing that to the tune of Jolene?
Uh-huh.
I
Yes.
do.
Okay, good. Just making sure
That's a
I'm
thing.
happy.
It's real.
It's real. It's
There's
a thing.
there's some TikToks with that sound.
What? I have okay, what?
With the toe beans instead
How
of
have I
Jolene.
how
Yeah.
have I not heard
Oh, I'm gonna
this?
have to find that sound and
I'll send
get a cute
I'll
video.
find it and send it to you guys.
I want to
Hey,
hear it
I-
now.
I loved it when I think it was Adrian that had a TikTok, and it was to a song here called "Stupid Ways to Die" or something like that. It was
Dumb
for a
Ways to
public
Die?
transport ad. Dumb Ways to Die. Yeah, it
Oh.
was for a public transport ad here.
Dumb way
Yeah.
to die. Something.
Yeah, public transport safety ad from here in my state.
Yes.
I need to do
Hey,
I need to do a cute Tobean video because her paws are just adorable. I just put a video that I took yesterday into
Hi,
the
guys.
shitpost channel of me just like playing with her paws, and they're just like, and she'll like
she's
sit there
not
and
happy
spread
'cause I'm
them.
stopping her from eating my other cat's food.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be an interesting. I having two of them and trying to when one of them eats the other's food when one's a snacker and one's a hog is really complicated.
Well, it's just that she doesn't like the pate that I got for her because kitten food,
Mmm.
and it's
Kitten
different
food
from the
tastes
other
better. It
one.
has more nutrients to it.
Well, but it's the kitten that's trying to eat the cat food.
Oh,
Better,
yeah.
better than trying to eat the cat.
Well, yeah, well, that has happened too. My kitten absolutely has, hey, dearie.
I don't know which one of my mods added this command, but it worked. I randomly start typing in commands into my chat all the time now because they just add things they think are good sometimes. And I'm like, I wonder if this is a command. And then I just try it, and half the time it works. I'm like, my mods. I love that you just proactively are like, this would be a good command, and they just add it. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's hilarious. Like that Pokemon thing that goes through the if you use the Poke-Catch and you are out of Pokeballs, we have it set up so Stream Elements laughs at you and says, no balls. It just makes me laugh.
Ooh.
I'd say yes, please.
No balls, no balls, no balls, no balls.
And yes, I
Absolutely
do make the
negative
trans
balls.
joke in voice, not just in chat. In channels.
Negative balls.
Negative balls. How much time do we have?
I mean, that's technically what ovaries is, right? Because they're inverted and inside.
I don't think balls and ovaries are the same.
They're the same organ.
They are?
Yeah,
They're
they are,
considered
yes.
technically, yeah. So when you're, if you've
okay.
been added the extra chromosome and you're a
They
male, your
drop.
balls dropping is your ovaries dropping out.
Gotcha.
I hate
knew
when my
some of it
ovaries
was the
drop.
There's actually
just hate it.
Yeah.
There's actually medical studies where people actually have one of each as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
intersex.
Whoa.
There's
Yeah.
actually
like-
a ton of them. They've been finding out it's
Yeah.
like 1 in every 18,000 people are intersex.
Yeah, I think it was
In
just
different
hard.
ways.
It was hard to detect before because we just didn't have the instruments.
Yeah, who-
and we
who
weren't looking
know?
for it because they would just base it off of what they see outwardly. But now we have ultrasounds and X-rays and all kinds of crazy things. Okay. I'm yawning a lot. Are we all ready?
Ready.
Okay. You all have your long rest. Sereth gets loaded up in the back, protests when Anazira tries to stuff him into the bag of holding.
How many of us protest?
Yes.
He's like,
Linda,
no,
protest.
what
Too
were
much,
you
you think?
doing, you crazy bitch?
At least he can see what she's doing now.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Yeah. He's
He
a
can
little
defend
horrified.
himself.
He kind of like the first time he looks through his new eye, he looks down at his lack of legs and he's just like, well, that's shit.
You
Like, he
didn't know
didn't
you
feel
didn't
it
have
before?
legs until now.
I knew I didn't have legs, but I couldn't see it before, so now it's weird.
We'll get
Does
you
it
some help with that.
Yeah.
hurt?
I'll get your legs.
Yeah, maybe with some of that money you've been hoarding.
What money?
He's cranky. He doesn't have enough pain med.
Well, Anazira definitely does not want to share money with them.
Jason's
There's
more
like,
willing.
what money? We haven't been giving
Jason's
any
more
money.
willing, so
Well, would as well.
Sorry for giving you the gift of sight. Didn't know you'd complain so much about it.
What do you mean? I complain about everything.
Fair enough.
Have we
Let's
not
get
been
going.
traveling companions for the last? Jim Jar's like, yeah, book up, buddy. Let's go. We're going to Blankton, my favorite place. He's like ruffling the heads of the twins. They're like, stop. They look kind of nervous about going back. And you all follow your little cave badger down the paths. You travel for a couple of days. As you travel, the roads get windier. Caverns start to open up. You see multiple roads kind of carved into the sides of walls and little caves kind of like networking, spreading out and coming together. Underground streams and pools. And you start seeing other travelers walking along these roads. Other cave badgers with little gnomes, riding them, carting supplies back and forth. You start passing some fungal farms, some mines, different kinds of mines, salt mines, copper mines, gemstone mines. And you finally, as these paths start to converge, you see a very large mine, the largest mine that you've passed so far. Lots of gnomes, deep gnomes, are very busy working it. They are pushing carts of raw ores. They are excavating areas. Some are on lunch break. And you see a single gnome, kind of like with a little clipboard, barking orders, working as people, kind of solving problems. And he looks a little bit in distress as he's standing next to this giant cart full of raw, uncut gems. And
Is Ellie saying something?
she's talking to her chat.
She's saying uncut gems.
Because yeah, I was thinking she'd probably say
100%. She's saying
like,
uncut gems.
I'm thinking it probably like shiny.
Uncut gems.
Uncircumcised gems.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Hello there, Mr. Clipboard Man.
Pigshine. The name is Pigshine.
Big Shine.
Are you
look like a
mercenaries?
Big Shine. What gives you that idea?
All the weapons on your backs.
I have no.
I mean,
oh, hi, Anazira.
It depends.
All right,
are you looking to hire mercenaries? And how deep is your pocketbook?
Well, I'm just looking for an escort. The escort never made it. We need to get this. We need to get these gems to Blingdenstone before nightfall.
Oh. Seems to me that these gems wouldn't get to Blingenstone if it weren't for us happening along.
At least not on time.
Or at all. I mean, it's dangerous in these parts.
Are you from
Could I
here?
have gem?
It's
Could
dangerous.
I have gem, please?
Korhav gem. Are you buying? Are you a buyer? I wasn't gonna
No,
sell
no,
until we
no.
got to Blingdenstone.
No. She is our inspector. I mean, if we're going to help you, we're
Yeah.
going to need to know if these gems are even real or not.
Is that a
We-
joke?
Is it?
No,
meant to
we're
be?
very
not
serious.
joke.
And Anazira like crosses her arms and flexes her big muscles and kind of leans over them a little bit because they're so big.
Roll intimidation.
Cora would like to assist in that check. She's gonna
no.
puff up her chest feathers.
Do I get an assist
Okay, the
advantage on that?
puffing of the chest feathers gives you disadvantage because now it just looks silly.
Or you look
No
adorable
way!
because
She's trying to
birds
make
that are
herself
fluffed
look
up-
bigger, so she's intimidating. It's
Should I
a
just roll
protective
normal then?
mechanism.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
He's looking.
Ugh.
Outsiders. You know what? Never mind. I'll find someone else to take this to
Who else in
Blingdenstone.
these parts
Anyways,
would do that?
you're not from here, are you?
No.
Clearly. All right. I need like 5 gnomes over here. Stat. We're taking this to Blingdenstone. I know we're short-staffed, but it's okay. We're gonna get new pioneers here next week. Let's go. And you see him loading up the gems. They're dumping the stuff in, and he like kind of peels a couple of workers who grumble, and they're like, I was in my middle of my lunch, and they start like pushing the cart down the northern road. Hey, a little bit of word of advice. This area ain't too keen on outsiders, so watch yourselves. And then he goes back to his clipboard.
Mr. Pick.
Pick Shine.
Pick
Jim Jar
Shine?
is watching you guys like.
I don't even understand what's going on right now. He's just talking over me.
You're being very rude to the richest guy in the valley.
He's laughing at us.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jim Jar's laughing at you.
Okay.
Wait, who's that?
That is what the fuck is his name? Dasco, I think. Dasco Pick Shine. Yeah, that's Dasco Pick Shine. You just.
Mr. Pickshine,
Hmm.
we
Cora?
are going to bleed.
Pioneer, here for work.
We are going to bleed in stone.
You're not
Yeah.
going to find a better party than us.
If you need an escort, we are always looking for funds. Would you like for us to escort the gems there?
Is this one going to be a problem? And he points at Anazera.
Not if you're
No
paying.
more than usual.
Well,
As
now it
long
sounds
as
like you're
she
shaking me
gets
down.
paid. As long as she gets. If you say that you're gonna pay us, we won't be a problem. Even if you don't pay us, we're going to bleed in the stone anyway. We'll
I look over at
probably-
you.
well,
Like,
Nicole will make sure we're paid. Don't worry.
we're just trying. We're just going the same way. We're not going to attack the caravan if that's what you're afraid of.
I wasn't afraid of that, and now I kind of am.
and Azura kind of toothily grins at them.
Okay, I don't know how.
Can I
to
do
make
another
this-
intimidation check?
I don't know how to make this clearer for you guys. We would love to be your mercenaries. You need mercenaries. We just happen to be. The
I just
mercenaries.
need this
would
card to
like
get to
payment
Blade
for
and Stone,
that.
but that
Let's get off.
one is trouble. That
Yes.
one is very. I'm gonna have to have a talk.
They are
with
very much.
the Digger Maddox. They do not
I-
like strangers in our city.
I agree with
Put-
you.
Okay.
I agree with you that she is very big trouble. That's why we keep her around.
Yes, I'm very big.
Very big and a lot of trouble. Should some unfortunate thieves or bandits happen upon your gems,
Are there
she would be. I don't know. I'm
Jim
saying
Jar is just
hypothetically.
like.
Saying
Oh, there's-
hypothetically, if there are bandits, if there are people coming for your gems, which is why you hire mercenaries, us, then she would be your best bet.
I think
at
they're just
protecting them.
short-staffed. They're looking for people to move it, not necessarily to
Oh,
guard.
If there
Yeah, we could do
were,
that too.
if there were bandits in this area, it would be you guys. The only people here are the pioneers who are reclaiming Blingdenstone, who work very hard, I might add you.
Reclaiming?
Okay,
Yes.
then
What
why are
happened
you,
to Blindenstone?
then
Who
why
took
did you
it?
ask us if we were mercenaries?
Because you don't look like gnomes.
I thought you needed mercenaries.
Yeah, that's kind of racist.
What?
That's not racist to say that we don't look like gnomes.
Oh, I am behind schedule. Busy, busy, busy,
Cora
busy.
has now she's hidden herself, and then she's gonna disguise herself as a gnome and come back.
Where did you roll stealth?
No, but I can.
Yes.
Kothor's gonna lean
there
down
are
to-
tons of gnomes, by the way, everywhere.
Kothor leans down to Jim Jar and asks, just exasperated, "So how badly have we screwed ourselves here?"
Oh, you're so screwed. They're not going to let you in the city.
That's what I assumed.
Wait.
Cora, you're like trying to duck. You could do whatever you do, but you're not very hidden.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
a very
she's
busy.
gonna-
There's tons of people walking around everywhere.
She's gonna duck. There's a caravan. She's gonna like duck behind or like crawl underneath the caravan.
It's just a cart, like a mining cart that they're about to attach to like.
Oh, I
the,
see.
To like.
She's
a
gonna
animal.
like crawl over to the mining cart and like hide behind it, and then she's gonna disguise herself as an.
Okay. What, Nicole?
No, Nicole was actually gonna look around for Cora to ask for something, and then he just sees that she's gone.
Are you using
Cora?
magic or a tattoo to do disguise self?
I have a spell disguise. self.
Gotcha. So you look like a gnome.
Yep.
Cora, do you have that ring gem from that? What was their name?
Oh, that
Cora says
bag. Jim
The
Jar is
all-
like, yeah, you.
the,
Oh, let me remind you guys. You have 2 quests for Blingden Stone.
Yeah, the
Where's the ring? You were to bring back to Lay his soul back, lay his soul to rest, and also you agreed to transport a bag of gems from that corrupt dock worker to someone named Kazook Pickshine, I think. Yeah.
Oh, related to Mr. Pickshine.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But it was
Oh,
it
no.
was a smuggling deal.
Okay. Well,
So we don't necessarily want to tell this guy about that.
I don't know about that one. I just know about the ring. Has anyone seen Cora?
I'd like to say that Yaslin is probably trying not to be noticed because she doesn't know that'd be accepting of Drow.
Yeah.
Thor's
they-
just standing next to Jim Jar. He's just has his head in his hands and he's like, by the gods.
No, this is entertaining. Who wants to take some bets on how long it takes us to get completely banished from the Blingden Stone proper?
I'm not
is there a
betting
leader?
with you
I'll take
because you're
that bet.
right.
Do you think they'd be upset with seeing Drow here? Like,
Well, they definitely don't like Menzonians. Menzoberranzans. See, when he said reclaim, they mean it. Several decades ago, maybe even 100 years, I don't even know. Blingden Stone was laid siege by Menzoberranzans, and they slaughtered everybody except some escaped and the rest were slaughtered. And Menzoberranzans just leveled the place. They collapsed all the caves and it has been abandoned. About 10 years ago, gnomes that had escaped generations before have been trickling in to reclaim the place. And it's been a big project. So they might be a little weary, but you're not Menzoberranzans. Well, now, Sarah, look, if you can quit pissing off the richest man in town, then you'll be fine.
I don't understand how I even pissed him off. I
Jim
just
Joy.
asked for services and we were giving him that.
Well, you
comes
and the
out.
dragon lady have a really interesting way of negotiating.
Cora comes
So
out
that was
from
the negotiating.
the mine cart,
Exactly. I rest my case.
and she's a gnome now. And so she approaches and she says, all right, I'm here to work.
Oh, thank God. You know what? And he grabs a hard hat, puts it on your head, shoves a pick in your hands, and starts, all right, we need you on the 3rd level. He pulls up his clipboard. Whoa. What's her name?
Jim.
Jim.
Oh,
Family name?
Jim.
Jam.
Yeah. Gem Sparkle Shine.
Jim Jam.
I'm just gonna write it down in this corner. All right, you, and he points to like a foreman-looking person. Take Gem Sparkle Shine up to 3rd level. I'm thinking, hey, what the hell? Crystals. We need more spell gems for the defense. All right, your shift starts now. We'll see you in 10 hours.
You
get
got
one
it,
lunch.
boss. Hey, I could really use a hand. What about these bows? He's gonna gesture to the party.
They don't
Were
work
you
for me.
calling bozos?
Cora's gonna, as a gnome, wink to Anazira.
That dragon is getting nowhere near my mines.
I'm not a dragon, I'm a dragonborn, excuse you.
That dragonborn is getting nowhere near my mines.
All right. Well, how's about the rest of them?
These outsiders come to rob us blind after all the hard work we did in fucking elementals. You want to work for a 10-hour shift?
What were we gonna
Sareth
do?
is in the
Swap stuff.
car. Sareth is like, what
It's
is
not very
happening?"
glamorous, but it's honest work.
And Azira's a little offended now that like I'm being passed up for a job. I'm like, but wait, I'm really strong. Like, do you realize how much I could mine in that much time compared to some of these other people's? Like, have you seen how strong I am? And I like
All the
let
other
me-
gnomes who are working all like stop what they're doing and just look at you. Like
I'm,
you
like,
just
flexing
insulted
really hard.
them. You insulted their work ethic.
Listen. we're
I'm
not
still
trying
flexing.
to sit here for 10 hours. We have places to be. We,
I might want to add a little DM note. The way
Mm-hmm.
this entire Blingdenstone area works is
Through this person.
reputation. And you actually have
Failing.
Screwing ourselves.
You have an attitude measurement,
okay.
and your actions affect a lot.
it's
Like
good to
Fable.
know.
That's
Mr.
That's good to know
Pictrine.
now. Yeah.
No, now Anazira in Dungeons
Yes.
and Dragons, your reputation always matters.
You did make a
I
comment about
mean-
that back with the Elistray priestess.
That's true.
And in Gauntlgrim, or not Gauntlgrim,
Yeah, but I had
and
a
in
good plan.
Gracklestug,
That's how we got the
picking
dragon.
fights with the NPCs will close doors for you.
True. I am the flexing of muscles was to try to convince, not necessarily to pick fights.
You-
I was like,
flexing
hey,
the
I'm
muscles
strong.
is not.
You
what
did roll
did.
intimidation, though.
Yeah,
I did roll intimidation.
You've been
about,
trying.
Did
like,
roll
I
intimidation.
hire us.
Can I
You-
quickly talk as Nicole to Mr. Pictrine?
Yes, he looks exasperated and stressed out.
Look, Mr. Pictrine, we'll do whatever you need. We just need a good word so that we can get into the city. We were asked to lay someone to rest there.
Oh, I see. Roll roll persuasion. Make a group persuasion check.
Oh God!
So everyone rolls?
Yes.
Everyone.
Cora
knows.
as well.
Is Cora separating herself from? Is Cora just gonna go like work a
Yeah,
job?
are you-
Be gone for 10 hours.
We don't. Do we know that Cora's doing this? By the way,
I mean, she rolled an 11 on stealth.
My
I mean,
dice are
truly.
terrible tonight.
Okay. Do I take the middle? Is that how this works? The group roll?
You add up. It's usually like you have a set DC and then
Mean.
you add up.
I know the
to see if
DC in my
it
mind. It's like an average, I think.
Oh, then yeah, however you want to do it.
Hold on, let me see how many of you rolled. Persuasion,
You can also do
persuasion.
success versus
Okay.
success versus failures.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If most of you succeed, okay.
no.
Cora.
Cora.
Oh, Cora.
Yeah, Cora's not with us.
Wow, now you're disowning Cora?
Wow.
We're
No,
just owning
Cora's
Cora.
with us. She's part
Half
of
the party has to succeed. Half the party succeeded. Exactly half.
Cool.
So he kind of narrows his eyes and he goes, "Let's get this cart to Blingdenstone. I'll come with you. I'll get you in. But," and he narrows his eyes at Anazira, "they don't take kindly to strangers here. You show them respect and dignity, or you're not getting through."
Oh, you hired us. Like, I'm already ready to go. I'm going to be the best employee you've ever hired. You're going to want to hire us for
I did
everything by the
not
end of this.
hire you. I'm walking you to the gates.
We'll do our
You
best.
cannot get into Blingdenstone without a recommendation.
And Azira's going to act as if they hired him and, like, literally be fetching them coffee the whole walk.
It's gonna take the whole walk to get him one cup of coffee.
I'm going to be like, hey, Jamich, how do you make
What?
coffee? How do you make coffee?
You have
We need
to-
them. They hired us. We have
it's-
to be good assistants, right?
I don't know why there's no coffee beans down here. There's 0 coffee beans.
Has
Are
he
you
using
like a-
Cora?
Yeah, Cora, what
He-
are you doing? Are you going in the... So, oh wait, hold on.
Did you go work?
Scene cut deep in the mines, in a glittering stone. You hear a whole bunch of voices. We dig, all the do through, and you see all these little gnomes like in unison, like pink, 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 and then there's Cora living her best life, launching the shiniest raw gems just right out. And as she's doing this, she's kind of like slipping them in her pockets, and and as she's doing this, she realizes the party is like, she just remembers, oh, I'm not a gnome, I'm Cora. And she quickly kind of just like puts her pick in the wall, kind of, and then just waddles out with her pockets full of raw gems.
Yes.
I will
Yes.
also
And
say
rejoins the party.
I will also say that disguise self only lasts an hour. How long were you in the mine?
Oh, that's yeah. I'd say like your disguise wears off, and then all the gnomes start kind of like.
But I'm still singing. I'm like, ding, 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 ding.
So
But in a
happy.
perfect gnome voice still, because obviously you can mimic exact sounds.
And so you
We're
run
gonna
out
get
the
kicked out of the
mines.
town.
It's like a Looney Tunes little like circle closing in. Boo! As you like,
That's all, folks.
yeah, you pop your head through. That's all, folks.
Oh no, our little mining expedition. Okay,
Yeah, but you just got
Okay,
really
she-
rich.
she catches up with the party, and again, she's trying to like, are you guys? Are we in Are we walking the cart to Blindenstone?
Yeah, there's like a
Is that the deal?
badger, a cart next to your cart, so it's the two carts.
How long is the trip?
It would be. It tells me, I think. Half a day's travel.
Okay.
So yeah, Cora's just gonna try to like discreetly join back up. And just like hopefully nobody had noticed that she was.
As you're doing that, you hear a little. What were you doing over there? And Jim Jar is just grinning at you. Oh,
Don't worry about it.
he holds up a really extra shiny polished gem that you know you have nothing to do with, and he just looks around. He discreetly like drops it in your pocket. Says, "You missed one."
Cora's just gonna like
He
smile.
kind of winks at you. He seems so excited to be back in his territory, and he's got like a little bounce in his step. He's whistling. You notice the twins are like
Uncomfortable.
they're very uncomfortable. They kind of shy away when other gnomes look at them. They kind of like hold their ears like they're hiding their ears. And make a group history check.
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I think Anazir is good at history checks.
Yeah,
No.
but my rolls are shit today.
I'm gonna use my Kenku recall on this chat.
Oh,
I get advantage on history.
perfect.
He's gonna use the 16 I rolled.
Nat
Ooh, I got a nat 20.
Okay.
There you go.
You see them covering their ears, and at first you're like, why would they do that? And then you remember when you first met them, they were inflicted with lycanthropy, and they were on the run. And while you have cured them of the lycanthropy, you can tell that the trauma of whatever they suffered is being kind of dug up, and they look very nervous. They are young; they're like 10.
Would I know, like, would Cora know with that check, why specifically they're covering their ears?
Because like to hide if they have rat ears, they don't. But when they transform, you know, like trying to like hide, they were getting like ratty features.
Okay.
That you notice that they don't smile. They're kind of like.
Cora is going to, do you want me to roll perception to see, like, if I notice them do?
I'd say the history. You
I
notice
would
that happen. You
understand.
notice that they're on edge, and the source of this nervousness is their former lycanthropy.
Okay, so she's gonna go over and give, she's gonna give one of them her cloak and put it around like their head, and then she's going to give the other one, like she's gonna, I don't know, just fashion something.
You steal Sereth's blanket.
Sure, just
No.
something, and like wrap it around their head.
Sereth is lying down, you know, one arm like just it stubs to the knees, and his neck just pulls up, and he looks at you and goes with his one hand, and then just.
And she's gonna wrap it around the other.
They look at you very gratefully, and they kind of look at each other, like nodding, like you remember what to do. Okay. And Topsy grabs
okay.
Turkey. Yeah, they're like, keep your head down.
It's okay.
They don't like were rats around here.
Hey.
But not were rat.
Yeah.
Hemlock Fix.
I hope they remember. They don't remember us then.
Do you think that if they did that they would act negatively towards you?
Unfortunately, Jim Jar kind of cuts in. There is a big were-rat problem in Blingden Stone. See, before the pioneers got here about 10 years ago, there were already gnome were-rats living here. They are said to be the descendants of those who stayed behind when the drought attacked. And now there is a territory squabbles. The majority of Blingden Stonians want them gone. They're taking up space that needs to be used for housing, but there are those who think they deserve to be here just as much. But, you know, it's a big conflict.
So
do they...
oh,
Sorry, I just need to know quickly. Do they have a way to detect if someone has previously been infected? Because that is something I need to know.
Not that I know of. The little guy's been through a lot. You know, I'd be scared too, but I think they'll be fine. They don't have lycanthropy anymore.
yeah.
And neither do I.
Yes. Or do ya? Or do ya? Just kidding.
I
Just
trust
kidding.
the dice.
Jim Jar is just being so obnoxious right now.
Topsy, is this why you're so involved in becoming a chemist?
Oh, I became a chemist because of Hemlock.
Right. Because Hemlock cured your lycanthropy.
Yeah. This is the
Do
thing. You can't
do you
cure lycanthropy if it's been in your system for a long time or if you were born a lycanthrope.
do you feel like you're going to be judged going in?
I guess. They chased us out last time.
That is very valid. Be afraid of that. But trust me when I say we just won't let them this time.
We will do whatever we can. You know, we will do everything to make sure you two are safe.
She holds her little hood down low and goes, I wonder if my house is still there.
I guess
If it is, maybe one of us should go and check it out first to make sure no one's watching.
Okay. As you continue down the path, you start noticing that there are giant earth elementals in some of the mines helping the gnomes excavate areas. And they seem to be taking orders from robed gnomes.
You said Earth specifically? Elementals or just giant
Earth,
elementals?
Earth elementals. Just like giant living collections of earth and stone in the vague forms of humanoids, excavating, digging, and lifting the rocks. And the path you're on kind of like hugs against a cliff. It goes up and down and around and across, and you notice the network just kind of getting more and more dense and crowded till finally you reach the base of stairs. The stairs go up about 300 feet up a slope. But they were built for gnome feet, so those of you with bigger than gnome feet find it very uncomfortable to walk along this.
Get shit on.
But next to the stairs, you do see kind of like a sled, like a rail that goes up. And Pickshine taps on a little, like, pulls on like a little lever. And then you wait, and then you see like a sled slowly coming down. big enough for your draft animals. And as you all enter the sled, and he pulls on the lever again, and it starts slowly bringing you up the slope to the front gates of Blingdenstone, where 8 gnomes stand guard. They look over at you and first don't really react because they see your draft animals, but then they realize that you are a bunch of not gnomes. They kind of hold on to their weapons cautiously. What's this about, Pickshine? They said they have something to lay to rest. I don't know. Could you... Do you mind? And he gestures to you to show what it is that you brought.
I think Cora has it, right? The ring.
Which one are we referencing? The ring?
The ring.
Cora steps forward and pulls it out of her pocket.
As he holds it, you feel like a little ghostly blue kind of flicker around it. Well, that's definitely haunted. I guess bring it with the rest. And he hands it back over. You're going to want to take it to the Ruby in the Rough. It's a temple.
Do they also do healing and stuff like that for people who need appendages?
Healing for people who need appendages. That is very specific. And then he looks in the cart. Jimjar, don't worry. I know where we need to go. We just need to get a drink. The Foaming Mug. My favorite place.
I prefer to get Seraph looked at first.
Well, I can yes, we need to get through. And then he kind of like leans in and whispers into one of the gnomed guards' ears. Jimjar does. And just the guard.
Can I try and see if we can tell what they said?
Also,
he did this.
Okay, is he deliberately covering his mouth?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he goes right up to the ear, like his ear, and he does this, and he kind of looks over at you guys, and the gnome goes, and he like does a little gesture, and the gnomes come and they pull this giant adamantine door open. And as you look through, you see a ramp that goes down, and you kind of don't know what you're looking at first. But then Pickshine kind of taps you and goes, this way, and he pulls you to the side where there's like a platform that goes up against the wall, and you're big enough for your animals. So your animals go up. They attach them to a hoist, pulls a lever, hoists kind of like a little elevator, goes up, and now you're on a raised platform, and you realize as you look down, you're looking down at a giant labyrinth. This labyrinth is about 600 feet long and 1,000 feet wide. The walls are covered in nails, and there are walkways with barricades and towers with gnomes marching back and forth defending it. And you realize that this maze is the first line of defense to get into Blingdenstone. But Pickshine kind of leads you across this kind of like path that bypasses the maze and leads you very carefully to the other side. And as you're looking down, you see that the ground kind of rises and falls. There are flooding chambers. This place is a fortress. You make it to the end, and you lower back down on the other side of the labyrinth. There's another gate with 2 towers flanking it. Through the holes of the towers, you see little gnomes staring at you with their little, like, crossbows poised. You make it through, and you see a narrow path that you must go through with walls that jut 30 feet high. And every 15 feet, midway on the walls, is a gem, kind of faintly pulsating. Jimjar notices Cora looking at him, at those gems, and he leans in and whispers, "Spell gems. Traps.
I thought so.
All a gnome's gotta do is say the activation word, and then
Explode?
mm-hmm.
So, no stand too close?
There's not a place you can stand in this room that won't go. But we're friends, so they're not gonna go off. Don't you worry.
Friends with them?
Friends with
Or-
me. Friends with me. We're safe. We're safe. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Can I insight to see if we should be worried?
Go ahead
While
and roll
she's-
insight.
Doing that, Kothar's gonna look up at the ceiling. Are there any stalactites on the ceiling?
Let me look.
14 insight.
Jimjar's just kind of being Jimjar, and it's hard to get a read on him because he's been especially chipper since you got into the area. And he kind of, he likes to tease. And you feel like he's trying to just make you nervous on purpose.
Mm.
Okay, 30-foot high ceiling. Does not say anything about stalactites. I would say this is not a rough hewn ceiling. This is stone masoned.
Cora's gonna ask Jimjar, where is Jimjar house?
Where's my house?
Yes.
So I haven't been here in a while. They might have reassigned my house by now, but I could show you the residential area.
Jimjar have lots of friends?
Sure, tons of friends. This is Blingdenstone, right?
And Jimjar family?
Yes. Yes. Just try to reclaim the city.
Yeah.
Nicole is going to lean down and just kind of nudge Jimjar and say, "So I heard you said something about a drink."
Yes. The foaming mug. It's got hot springs. It's got drinks. It's got cozy beds. And it's especially set up for not gnomes. So everything is sized for you guys. It's where guests of Blingdenstone come. And since that is very, very rare, it's likely we'll get the place to ourselves.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna cover my mouth and cast message to Jimjar
Mhm.
and say, "What did you tell the gods to get us in?"
I told him you're a bunch of heroes. And then he looks right at you, makes eye contact, and smiles and says, "You are heroes, aren't you?"
I'm not sure. But one thing I am sure of, and I lean in close and I whisper so nobody else can hear. If you're planning something devious against us, this will be the last place you would take you. I pat him on the shoulder and I keep walking.
He squeezes your, he stops you right before, and he says, "This will always be the last place that I am." And then gives you a slap on the back. I like the fire. Keep it up. You're gonna need it.
Jimjar, do you have a last name?
Nope.
You're just Jimjar.
Actually, no. I'm just kidding. They don't give me a last name, so now I have to make one
I
up.
thought his last name was Jar. I thought it was Jim Jar.
No, Jimjar is one name. That's his first name.
Wait, hold on. Can we just make that canon? It's Jar.
Why
It is
not?
Jar. It's always
Well,
been
then Nicole has
Jar.
just been thinking that that's his first name the entire time.
It is, I think. Hold on, let me double check.
I think you're
maybe.
right. I think I'm the idiot.
I just think that's really funny, and I kind of.
I think it works
It is.
great.
It is
so-
one word, but he doesn't give me a last name, so.
I thought
yeah.
it was just Jar.
Jar. It's Jar.
I thought
your
the
name?
same.
Jim?
Yeah, James, technically.
So, Jimmy.
James Jar.
James. That's what. Come on, please. That's what my mother calls me. That's what my mother calls me. Let's get a drink. And the gnomes who are kind of watching you look over at Pickshine. Pickshine nods, and they push the doors open. And you leave the dark tunnel behind and step into what looks like another world. These are not the sinister drow caverns or harsh bare stone, but a subterranean land of warm colors and welcoming smells. You smell pies and spices, meat and bread. There's all kinds of lights everywhere. The caverns, there are several caverns that are connected by tunnels with buildings carved right into them, multiple layers with pathways across. Clearly for a gnome size, you feel like giants walking around a little city. Gnomes walking everywhere. It's warm. The colors are almost like Christmas lights everywhere. But as the deep gnomes go about their business, they kind of glance up at you with a little bit of suspicion, but you feel safe. You feel like these people don't mean you any harm. And the gnomes who escorted you in give you a deep bow. Welcome to Blingdenstone, travelers. And then close the door behind you. You hear music playing. You hear townspeople bartering, walking around. This place is cheery. Something you haven't really experienced yet.
Yaslin's walking along with like a little bit of dance in her step. It's
And Azira's nose is just twitching at all the smells of food. Like,
Yeah, we'll get some food. Pickshine takes you to what looks like it's called the reception hall. It is like a big hall, like customs, I guess. And he stops, he pats his little badger. Well, here you are. The ruby in the rough is where you want to get that ring. And honestly, you might want to have a conversation with our kings. You might be able to help us. But first, take a load off. Go to the... And Jim Jar cuts in. The foaming mug! The foaming mug! The foaming mug! Yeah. I appreciate... Here, let me... And he reaches into his pack and he holds out a little bag that feel like it's full of gems. For the smooth ride. And offers it to whoever will take it.
James takes it. Thank you very much.
Feels like some gems in there. When you look inside, you see like 3 little gems, each worth probably about 10 gold.
Jamich makes very sure to check only after he's left because he feels like it would be disrespectful to like count the bag as he's looking at him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we should enjoy ourselves.
we should probably also find where we're staying for the night, yes?
Well, the inn's right there, right?
Oh, it's a little bit of a walk. Hold on. I have a map.
Oh, I thought the tavern was the inn. Okay, never mind.
You're not at the tavern yet.
Cora takes the
Right.
first sigh of relief that she has, like, in 4 months.
We're familiar with Blindstone.
I don't think she'd be familiar with it, but it's very cozy. Can you see the map?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see a map, yes.
Yeah, this
Not
is
sure
just a
where we're
city map.
supposed to be.
I will put you. So, oops.
It's very big.
Yeah. So, do you see this is 300 feet. This isn't
Okay.
really an exploration map. This is more of a
Reference.
where everything is map.
Okay.
You guys came through here. Actually, you guys would be here, which is the that's where they are receiving you.
Jamich will notice Cora's comfort and kind of like put his hand on her shoulder and just go, you know, this place is light. Reminds me of being built into a mountain. Kind of looks like home.
Feels safe. Feels. She looks around. Friends. Feels like friends.
I think for the first time, we can finally let our guard down. Jamich does not let his guard down. But he wants Cora to think that it's okay to let her guard down.
She's
Oh,
absolutely
deception.
gonna like, yeah.
He wants Cora to feel comfortable and like have her moment.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna like relax a little bit and kind of just. She's kind of just looking around, smiling, like she's taking it in. She's like, you know, even though she knows now that the gems are dangerous, just the fact that like the city is lined with these like beautiful gems that are sort of glowing, like she's just.
Cora, you notice that those spell gems that you saw embedded in the wall seem to be everywhere, but for like different purposes. Gems are common here.
So they're sort of like in WoW, they're like socketed and they have like a they have
Spell
like,
gems are a lot
Yeah.
like spell scrolls.
okay. Are there some nearby where we're staying?
So there are ones socketed in the wall. Some of them are glowing to just give light. Some of them seem like they might be for defensive purposes. Others are, there'd be like a little basket full of what looks like deactivated empty. Like soul gems from Skyrim.
Okay. So that they might have like use
That-
for like alchemy or arcana or something.
Like if somebody knows how to use an empty spell gem, they could put a spell inside of it for later.
Okay. But yeah, Cora was just gonna try to see if any of the gems near where we were staying specifically look different than any of the others, and if they did, she was gonna ask Jim Jar about it.
Look different. Like, are you looking for something specific different or?
Just like, I don't know, because where we're staying is kind of like for where the outsiders stay. Like she's just trying to see.
Oh,
anything
you
dangerous
haven't
if-
made it to where the
yeah.
outsiders are yet.
Sorry.
You're in the middle of town, and you
Okay.
will be led.
I
are
will
you trying
make
to?
that check later.
Okay, I know what you're looking for though. Jim Jark leads you. He goes, so there are two ways to get. We could squeeze through the residential area to get to the foaming mug, or we could pass through the Ruby and the Rough.
Well, let's do Ruby in the Rough. I think we're stopping there anyway.
Ruby sounds great.
You know what? We have 2 minutes left on this game, so let's actually go to the residential, or let's just get straight to the foaming mug because there are quests at the Ruby and the Rough, and I want to
Yeah,
have
the
lots
quest
of them.
hub.
I overheard a couple gnomes saying that the Rough was closed anyway.
Yeah, they're probably sleeping. And Jim Jar
Yeah.
leads you through the residential area, and you just see all of these homes, burrows. They're just like burrows right into the wall. They don't have doors. They just have like little curtains. And this place has a very big sense of like very communal. And he leads you through all the way down here. This is the foaming mug. It's got several little caves. The place is empty except for a single bartender who is very bored looking. She's cleaning some glasses and she looks up and notices you.
Yes,
And she gets a huge smile on her face.
Is it like a true smile or is it a surface smile?
Hold on.
Did she recognize Jim Jar?
Oh no.
Hold on.
might not be a good thing.
Is that Jim
Yeah.
Jar's daughter? Oh, she's so cool.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Happy. What a name for a bartender.
Tappy the
Happy the bartender.
tap. Hold on, I gotta show
definitely on
the
tap.
Bartending gnome.
Why can't I show the chat? Hold on. There she is. Tappy. She smiles genuinely. Customers! She quickly, oh, please, let me take that for you. She runs up to you and just starts doting upon you immediately. Hi, I'm Tappy. Welcome to the foaming mug. Oh my gosh, Jim Jar, I haven't seen you in like forever. Yeah, I've been busy, honey. She goes, okay, well, are you staying all here? Oh my gosh, we haven't had customers in so long. I am so happy. Okay. And she just immediately starts like taking your stuff and packing your stuff away and asking you a million questions about where you've been, where you're going, and if you've eaten, and is so excited. And leads you to your rooms. As the camera pans away, we are going to do a quick cut. We cut to that shady office room. Mistress Ilvara is tapping her fingernails impatiently on her desk. She looks stern. The door opens. Shun walks in. My lady, our scouts have reported. The goblins weren't lying. They just arrived in Blingdenstone. We can't be very well just marching into Blingdenstone. Take a scouting party. Meet them at the exit. Send word as soon as you find them. Yes, ma'am. And he leaves the room, and she just kind of plays with her nails. When suddenly, a stone, a round polished stone on her desk, starts to vibrate. And Ilvara, her eyes widen. She lightly taps the stone, and an image apparates of a drow woman decked out in finery, jewels, her hair, luscious curls. She would be beautiful if it wasn't for the hideous scowl on her face. The image narrows her eyes at Ilvara. Ilvara bites her lip. Hello, Mother. Interesting seeing you here. Ilvara, have you acquired my property yet? Yes, ma'am. We just figured out that they are in Blingdenstone, and I have sent my best men to retrieve them. You have sent men. While you sit here, you send men to retrieve my property. Well, we basically have them. It's in the bag, ma'am. It'll be fine. You have them. Wonderful. then you'll be pleased to know that I have already volunteered our quarry to be offerings at the next spider festival. As she says that, Ilvara stutters. What? You said you already have them. The Council of Eight is prepared to accept your offering. You will have them in Menzoberranzan by the Spiders Festival. Yes, ma'am. And I might add, my 5th daughter, who has no inheritance to her name. If you do not have these offerings, you will be the one who is the offering. And the image phases away. Ilvara tightens her fist. Shun, pack my trunk. I am coming with you. And that's where we are going to end today's session.
Spooky.
Things are getting intense. And why did you have to make them so hot?
It was
I had a
spooky
little-
for me.
Yeah. I mean, Misra is super hot, but Ilvara? Excuse
Yeah.
me? Excuse
Honestly,
me,
I'm
mommy,
afraid-
sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
afraid that all they have to do is ask, and we'll just be like, "Yeah, sure, let's do it."
Well, you do,
Yeah.
you do realize that Drow actually have a +1 to charisma, so
Yeah,
probably
they're hot.
With looks like that, she don't need that +1. That's a plus extra.
It's like the meme.
I do
Oh
wanna-
no, they're hot.
Yeah. I had a gay panic moment when it popped up on the screen. I was like, huh!
I do want to say that all the artwork does look great, and I really love like the star and the heart on the Tappy.
On Tappy, yeah, Tappy is so cute and she's very gaudy. She is a 10, but her mom is a matron mother. So that is actually Misri. She's a real character. She is the matron mother of House Mizrin. House Mizrin is the 5th house of Menzoberranzan. The goes like the first house is like the most powerful all the way down. I think there's like 60 or 70 houses. The top 8 are part of the Council of 8, which is their government. So a very influential, powerful character. And House Mizrin is dominant in the slavers trade. So yeah, that is Ilvara's mommy.
But looks like we're gonna have.
And now
Great
Ilvara has
time.
a real reason to track your asses down.
Oh, so Landshark brings up a good question, rather a good comment. Are we allowed to adopt Ilvara?
I was thinking that.
Like, are we gonna
Not a
steal her for our
protector.
party? Swap her for Sarah?
Ilvara is a priestess of
possible.
Lolth.
No.
Yeah.
If she
She's a
were to
baddie.
even, the thing is this,
I don't think that would happen. Yeah.
Lolth would probably summon a swarm of spiders in her esophagus to crawl out of her if she tried to betray. She is in, like, she's in.
Okay, so we can't adopt her. Damn.
She's also a slaver. Like, that's kind of
She's bad.
unredeemable.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Like, she's a
We have to
she,
beat-
she kidnaps
beat up Hot
people
Mommy.
and sells
Yeah.
them into slavery.
Who better to
Can't
tell
believe that.
people where they're from and put them back there?
She's a bad guy. You can try to flirt with her, but it's not. It's probably not going to work. Anyways, yeah. So,
I mean, we could like distract her and then leave her. That would serve her right for being a slaver.
she's going to try and chase you down. Like, we're back. You're
So-
being
yeah.
pursued.
No, Landshark. Jamitch is attracted to dangerous things. Slavers aren't dangerous. They're just mean.
Is she
Um,
not
Difference.
dangerous
I
as the
think
person who
not.
almost
We
murders us
escaped
at
her
the very
once.
beginning?
I mean,
Oh,
you
wait,
were
we
attracted
escaped her
to
already,
the
actually.
Demogorgon.
You know.
Am I aware? Like, are we aware that we are being tracked?
No, not yet.
We thought we lost them.
Yeah, you had been kind of like letting your
Up until just now.
You only reason they know where you are is because those freaking goblins got captured and interrogated.
Little
So
goblins.
if we had been a murder hobo group
Which
and murdered
goblins?
those goblins,
Sorry, I was away a couple sessions.
Oh,
They surf the internet.
the goblins
Uh,
that like to surf the web and who took them
Oh, the
through the
cool chill
webways.
bros.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got
yeah.
captured
Spider
and
bait.
interrogated. Spider bait and yuck yuck, bro.
Oh, damn, that's not very cash money of their friends.
They were being tortured
mean,
off
yeah, they-
screen.
Damn.
It kind of got a lot of, it's kind of hard to. mean,
I
Golden
thought he
Buzzer?
was. Damn. Oh yeah, true.
They didn't want to, but they were literally being tortured. Like, they don't know you that well.
Yeah.
Plus,
I thought he was a homie.
I needed a plot device to get Ilvara up in your assholes.
Fair.
I
enough.
mean, I'd probably have just let her,
all she had to do was ask.
Okay, so golden buzzer.
All you had to do
Golden
is
Buzzer.
make a portrait.
She's a slaver, guys.
Yeah, she's bad.
Like if she was.
Yeah, anyway.
You gotta remind us.
No.
You're the one who drew her so hot. It's
I
distracting.
based it off of her.
Oh no, you mean she's really
actual
good with a whip?
design.
Oh.
She is. She literally has something called a tentacle rod, which has
Yeah.
3 tentacles,
I
and she
remember.
beats you
You're
with
not
it.
dissuading anybody in this chat right now.
You're making it harder.
Are you talking about the
That's what She
mace?
said, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Buzzers.
Anazira, who are you
buzzer.
giving your golden buzzer to?
I'd have to give my golden buzzer to Cora for stealing her way into the mine and just getting an
Having the
extra
time of
adventure
her
of
life.
loot for the funsies and then getting away with it with like literally no repercussions. It was the best like side plot ever. Loot.
Okay, Cora, who?
I'm gonna give it to Kothar. I liked that interaction that we had, the persuasion checks, and I thought that yeah, that was really good, and the way that you used stone, et cetera. So I thought that was great.
Jamich?
I'm gonna give it to Cora as well for the marvelous misadventures in the mine.
Kothar?
Or for the same reason.
Pradix?
Cora.
Nicole?
Cora.
That was a sweep.
Yeah.
Cora?
Thanks, guys.
Honorary points to Scarlet for the exposition at the end. That was insane.
True,
Oh,
that was really good.
Do you guys like the
And yeah, I
exposition?
I love that.
a-
I love that. I
Yes.
love
Yes.
that. I love that cutaway. That was so cool.
I'm gonna try to start doing more of that because I think it helps remind you of characters and NPCs.
Mhm.
No peas.
It helps
Um,
remember of the main story very well. Like
yeah.
it adds a lot of visual.
Because
like,
we basically just forgot about Ilvara and Crowd, but they're still very much relevant to things, and I wanted you guys to feel attached to.
Yeah.
So
that was the perfect little like dun dun dun.
Yeah,
Spooky
it definitely like
reminder.
your intent is definitely noticeable, and it's doing what it is intended.
Yes.
Excellent.
I went from being happy about all the possible food and shopping episode thing that we might get to being like, oh shit.
My favorite part is in a week we're gonna forget about it anyway, so it like totally like
Nah.
it'll make
no
total sense that we're like back and like, oh, we're happy in Glindenstone. This is awesome.
Well, technically the characters don't know it, so
Yeah, we don't exactly. The characters don't
So-
know it, so we're like, oh, we don't remember anyway.
Also, a mechanical question.
Yes.
The times that, like, even though we don't know that we're being tracked anymore, there have been several times where Cora and some other people like pass without trace,
Mhm.
which prevents us from being tracked. I'm wondering, like, how that.
How they knew? I think it's because
Well,
you
yeah.
asked. Okay, so this is my reasoning.
Mhm.
So my purpose, my need is I need them to know where you are for story
Okay.
reasons.
Yeah.
My explanation is you guys had basically told like Spiderbait knew they were guiding you through the webways to get to Bladestone.
Mhm.
So they're just going off that information, and now they're about to send a party. Something that I wanted you to glean from that is they're hesitant to be near Bladestone.
Yes.
So that is important. but they know that that was where you were going, and they're just assuming, maybe like they're just assuming that that's where they could ambush you. So they haven't actually physically tracked you. They interrogated and got information.
They found a new lead.
Do you know how Ilvara interrogates according to the book? She beats you till you die. She casts resurrection on you, and then she beats you again. And she does that until she gets bored or runs out of spell slots.
Fair.
So she actually, yeah, she has raised dead, and she will.
Oh, she's powerful.
Oh,
Wait, raise dead's the zombie spell.
oh wait,
You're
hold,
talking
I'll
about
tell.
resurrect?
Wait, I'll tell you what.
She creates a little zombo.
It's a zombie of you. Fuck.
It'll tell you. Hold
And
on.
then beats the zombie.
Let's see. It says what she does to you.
Yeah.
In the very, very beginning. Let's see. Where does it say? It's so wild. Let me see. Music,
Chat's like, res me, mommy.
no.
Oh no.
I do have one other thing I want to say just after.
You guys can
This
talk
part.
while I look for this because this is super funny. I want to find it.
So the thing I want to say is, did anyone else get kind of like, oh crap, did we just bring another town to doom when we heard that Elvira was going to come to us in this place? 'Cause
Ilvara-
A little bit.
Ilvara cannot
Oh.
take down Blingdenstone. That place is a fortress.
Yeah, but anyone from Menzo Berenza, like, they're the ones that wiped out this place originally, so...
Yeah, you guys
Like,
should
oh,
you guys
yeah,
should
but-
ask questions about that because they'll be happy to tell you all about that history.
I just assume that any town we go to, we're just gonna bring to
It's just gonna
death and
end up-
destruction
Yeah.
eventually.
Someone or many
You know-
someones are going to die.
We're just a
we're 2
catalyst.
for 4
We're
at this
not.
point.
We're
Yeah.
not. It's not our fault that we just help change happen. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course it's not your
Harbingers of
fault.
change.
Who is gonna be continuing the stream?
Yeah, that's a good
Ah.
question.
Narcotics?
It's actually going to be it's potentially going to be my last stream for a while, so depending on how my internet is up there where I move. So, yeah.
Oh,
making
I
sure
think
to do as
I
much
think
possible.
it is raised dead. Jack Daniels is saying that
Raise Dead isn't a zombie spell, it's the next
Raised
highest.
dead and
yeah, you
animate.
return a dead creature you touch to life. So that's
Oh, yeah, she does use Raise Dead on you.
Okay.
Hold
Raised
on,
dead
and let me
not
see.
Animate dead.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I think animate dead is the zombie spell. I don't
Right.
think-
let me
yeah.
see.
She's not trying to turn you into a
Ilvara.
zombie. She's just trying to raise you back up so she can beat you to death again.
Yeah. She needs you to still be cognizant of the world around you and your memories.
She
500
has-
gold pieces each time. Jeez.
Each
I
time?
mean,
Or
Each time you cast the spell, it's 500 gold pieces. Diamond worth 500.
I can't
gold
find
pieces.
the passage, but
spell
it
consumes.
does say that if she kills anybody, it's because they can't have you dying at level 1. They want you to get through this first
Yeah.
bit. She has some freaking spells, man.
fuck with the clerics.
Such as what?
I'm not telling you.
Yeah, don't tell.
You
her.
could.
Power word death. I'm
I
just kidding.
know what that one is.
I'm just
Don't
kidding.
Don't tell me more.
Or am I? Or am I?
Wait,
I
isn't that a
listen, I
World of
can't wait for
Warcraft
the
thing?
cleric v
No,
cleric.
power word
Oh,
death.
word.
Power word death is a thing here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It just
Cleric v
it's-
cleric.
I guess
fight.
it did
Let's
both then.
go.
Revivify doesn't exist. When this module came out, that could be it. Yeah, I can't remember. It's somewhere in the thing that she'll beat you, then raise you, and then beat you again. Such is her way, which is funny. No, she has some amazing features. Wow.
How do you
Yeah,
tell
she
if something
does.
consumes the thing required?
It tells you. If
Oh,
you
which is
consume it.
consumed. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at Verify now. It says diamond worth X amount, which the spell consumes. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, she is the 5th daughter of the 5th house. She's got a lot of money. Not as much
Money
money
is
as her older
unlocked.
sisters, but
Awesome.
all right, guys. I think it's time to let you all go. I'm so happy you had a good time. We'll hope to see you all next Sunday. You get to explore Blingdenstone. I've been putting so much work into getting this chapter right. So
Shopping episode. Shopping
Yes.
episode.
yes, you can actually do some shopping. Thank you, Adrian, even though I'm about to raid somebody. Let's all collectively gather our forces so we can...
Yes, I was just joining the wave.
Yeah.
The raid force.
All right, guys.
Raid force.
It's my bedtime, so
Bye.
goodbye.
Bye bye.
How do I close this? Zoom, 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 zoom. 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 I hope you all had a nice time. I did. That was